Step back into the glamorous world of The Bold and the Beautiful, where love, betrayal, fashion, and family secrets turn daytime television into pure obsession. Since its 1987 debut, the cast has changed in unforgettable ways. Some stars became soap legends, some quietly stepped away, and others left behind stories fans still talk about today. Now, 39 years later, we're revisiting the faces who made Forrester Creations unforgettable, comparing their early screen moments with where life took them next. You may remember the drama, but wait until you see what happened after the cameras stopped rolling. Brooke Logan, played by Catherine Kelly Lang, she first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 1987 at age 25. Brooke entered the story as a young woman with ambition, wounds, and a dangerous need to be loved. Lang became one of the series' longest-running original performers, staying with Brooke across decades while earning multiple Daytime Emmy nominations, including Lead Actress recognition and winning a Daytime Emmy as a producer of Venice, the series. Away from the soundstage, her life carried its own turns. 2 marriages ended, she raised 3 children, became a grandmother in 2018, and later fought back from a severe 2022 ankle break and dislocation to return to endurance horse racing. That mixture of glamour and pain is why Brooke never felt frozen in one era. Lang kept bringing age, survival, and restlessness back into a role that could have become only legend. In 2026, Catherine Kelly Lang is 64 and lives in Los Angeles. Eric Forrester, played by John McCook. He first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 1987 at age 42. Eric was the elegant patriarch, a man of taste and weakness whose empire often trembled because of love. McCook had already been known as Lance Prentice on The Young and the Restless, but Eric became the role that followed him for life, leading to years of Daytime Emmy recognition and a 2022 win for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series after decades of nominations. Off-camera, his story has been steadier than Eric's. After earlier marriages, including one to performer Juliette Prowse, McCook married Lorette Spang in 1980 and raised a family that includes actress Molly McCook. The contrast gives his career a quiet weight. He played a man repeatedly undone by desire, while his own public life became a portrait of endurance, work, and staying power. The award arrived late, but it felt like time finally answering. In 2026, John McCook is 82 and lives in Los Angeles. Stephanie Forrester, played by Susan Flannery. She first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 1987 at age 47. Stephanie ruled with a cold stare, a wounded heart, and the force of a woman who would protect her family even when she destroyed it. Flannery brought history into the role. She had already won a Daytime Emmy for Days of Our Lives and a Golden Globe for The Towering Inferno, then earned 3 more Daytime Emmys as Stephanie and became a respected director, with Directors Guild recognition for her work. Her life was marked by independence rather than public spectacle. She adopted her daughter Blaze in 1987, spent 25 years inside Stephanie's battles, and left the show in 2012 as the character's lung cancer story closed with unusual finality. In later years, she stepped away from acting and made a major life change by leaving California for Australia. The silence after Stephanie felt earned, almost sacred. In 2026, Susan Flannery is 86 and lives in Australia. Ridge Forrester, played by Ron Moss. He first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 1987 at age 35. Ridge moved through the show like a designer prince, torn between romance, ego, and the family name he wore like armor. Moss stayed with the role for 25 years, then left in 2012, turning a daytime identity into a second act built around music, producing, touring, and work with the band Player, whose Baby Come Back had made him famous long before Ridge. After leaving the soap, he performed on General Hospital, continued concerts in Europe, and worked on The Bay as it earned Daytime Emmy recognition. His private story was less polished. His marriage to Shari Shattuck ended in divorce. He raised 2 daughters, and a severe 2012 car accident with wife Devin DeVasquez became one of the signs he said pushed him away from the show. Ridge remained on television, but Moss chose distance, reinvention, and a quieter rhythm. In 2026, Ron Moss is 74 and lives in Fasano, Puglia. Ridge Forrester, played by Thorsten Kaye. He first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 2013 at age 47. Ridge returned through Kaye as an older, harder man, still charming, but carrying the exhaustion of a name that had cost everyone too much. Before taking over the role from Ron Moss, Kaye had already built a major daytime career on One Life to Live, Port Charles, and All My Children. But Ridge brought him his defining late triumph, 2 Daytime Emmy wins for Outstanding Lead Actor in 2023 and 2024. His private life stayed rooted in family with actress Susan Haskell, whom he met during One Life to Live, and their daughters McKenna and Marlo. At the 2024 Emmys, he spoke of fatherhood as the greatest honor of his life. The award came after years of nominations, commuting, and living outside the Hollywood machine. His Ridge feels like a man still designing beautiful things while time quietly takes its payment. In 2026, Thorsten Kaye is 60 and lives on the East Coast. Dr. Taylor Hayes, played by Hunter Tylo. She first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 1990 at age 27. Taylor arrived as a composed psychiatrist whose calm voice often hid storms of longing, grief, and impossible loyalty. Tylo became one of the show's defining faces of the 1990s, won Soap Opera Update MVP honors, appeared twice on People's 50 Most Beautiful list, and turned a career setback into a landmark victory when a jury awarded her nearly $5 million after she was fired from Melrose Place following her pregnancy disclosure. Her private life carried deeper wounds. Her daughter, Katya, battled retinoblastoma and lost her right eye as a child. And in 2007, Tylo's 19-year-old son, Michael Jr., drowned after a seizure disorder in the family pool in Henderson, Nevada. After later exits from the soap, divorces, and a quieter public life, Taylor's serenity seemed shadowed by what Tylo had survived. In 2026, Hunter Tylo is 64 and lives in Henderson, Nevada. Sally Spectra Garrison, played by Darlene Conley. She first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 1989 at age 54. Sally swept into Spectra fashions with red hair, a booming laugh, and a thief's nerve wrapped around a wounded heart. Conley had spent decades on stage, film, and daytime television, but Sally gave her the rare late career part that grew larger with time. 2 Daytime Emmy nominations, 6 Soap Opera Digest Awards, and a Madame Tussauds wax figure, the first American soap character to receive that honor. Her life had less glitter behind the curtain. She endured 2 divorces, raised her son Raymond, and in 2004 suffered a fall that broke several bones. Then came stomach cancer, treated in 2006, while Sally's fire still burned on screen. Conley made excess feel human and comedy feel wounded, and the role remained alive after she could no longer play it. Darlene Conley died on January 14, 2007, at age 72 from stomach cancer and was buried in Simi Valley. Sheila Carter Forrester, played by Kimberlyn Brown. She first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 1992 at age 31. Sheila entered like poison in silk, a woman whose smile could turn a family secret into a crime scene. Brown carried the character across The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful for more than 3 decades, earning Daytime Emmy nominations in 1993 and 2022, and winning 2 Soap Opera Digest Awards for Outstanding Villainess. Beyond acting, she built K. Brown Design, ran an avocado farm with husband Gary Peltzer in North County, San Diego, and twice served as a bone marrow donor. Her life gave the villain another frame. She married Gary in 1991, raised 2 children, and became a grandmother in 2024, the same year she faced Sheila's apparent death and sudden revival. Brown's career became a study in resurrection, for a character and for a performer who kept returning sharper. In 2026, Kimberlyn Brown is 65 and lives in San Diego. Steffi Forrester Spencer, played by Jacqueline McInnes Wood. She first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 2008 at age 21. Steffi arrived as a wounded heiress with a razor edge, turning grief, desire, and family pride into open warfare. Wood turned that volatility into one of Daytime's strongest modern runs, winning 3 Daytime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actress in 2019, 2021, and 2023 after earlier nominations in Younger and Supporting categories. Away from the studio, her life moved with a different intensity. She eloped with talent agent Ilan Rispoli in 2018 and became the mother of 5 sons, including Talon, whose arrival she announced in 2025. Motherhood did not dim the force of the role. It gave her public story a rhythm of expansion, return, and endurance. Steffi kept surviving betrayals on screen, while Wood built a crowded, living home beyond it. In 2026, Jacqueline McInnes Wood is 39 and lives in Westlake Village. Hope Logan Spencer, played by Annika Noel. She first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 2018 at age 31. Hope came back as compassion under pressure, a woman trying to choose goodness in a family built on desire. Noel's work on Hope's baby loss and reunion story brought her first Daytime Emmy nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actress in 2020, and a second nomination for Outstanding Lead Actress followed in 2024. Away from the set, the storyline became painfully personal. In a 2021 essay, Noel wrote about suffering 2 miscarriages after months of filming grief around a lost child. She announced the end of an engagement in 2023, then found a new beginning with actor John Patrick Amadori, becoming engaged in 2024 and marrying him on October 5, 2025 in Agoura, California. Hope's gentleness could have seemed fragile, but Noel gave it the gravity of someone who learned what silence costs. In 2026, Annika Noel is 39 and lives in Los Angeles. Spencer and Liam Cooper, played by Scott Clifton. He first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 2010 at age 26. Liam entered as a searching son with a gentle face, but his indecision became a storm that pulled entire families into its wake. Clifton's work made daytime history in 2017 when he became the first male actor to win daytime Emmys in all 3 performer categories: Younger, Supporting, and Lead. His public life also changed in plain view. He married Nicole Lampson in 2012, welcomed their son Ford in 2016, and announced their separation in 2023, after more than a decade together. In 2025, even Liam's future seemed fragile when Clifton revealed the show had nearly written him out with a fatal brain tumor story before giving the character a last-minute reprieve. That strange overlap between role and actor gave his later years on the soap a quieter ache. The man who played uncertainty had to keep standing inside it. In 2026, Scott Clifton is 41 and lives in Los Angeles. Bill Spencer Jr., played by Don Diamont. He first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 1993 at age 31. Brad brought crossover glamour from The Young and the Restless, while Bill later arrived like a corporate weapon in a tailored suit. After that first B&B crossover, Diamont returned to CBS Daytime with force, joined The Bold and the Beautiful as Bill Spencer Jr. in 2009, and was later listed in People's 2009 Sexiest Man Alive issue, making him the only daytime performer to receive both that notice and the magazine's earlier 50 Most Beautiful recognition. Off-screen, his life carried heavier shadows. He has written about the devastation of losing his father, brother, and sister, and his 2018 memoir, My 7 Sons and How We Raised Each Other, turned blended fatherhood into the center of his public story. The image of power followed him, but the deeper thread was grief answered by family. In 2026, Don Diamont is 63 and lives in Los Angeles. Katie Logan Spencer, played by Heather Tom. She first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 2007 at age 32. Katie stood apart with sharp intelligence and fragile courage. a woman whose heart troubles became both medical history and emotional weather. Tom brought an unmatched daytime resume into the role and expanded it further, becoming a 6-time Daytime Emmy winner and the only female actor in television history to win Daytime Emmys in younger, supporting, and lead acting categories. She also moved behind the camera, directing dozens of episodes, and in 2025 making history as the first woman to direct, write, and act in a single daytime episode. Her private life held tender weight too. She married musician James Aker in 2011, welcomed their son Zayn in 2012, and publicly mourned her mother's death in 2024 after being at her bedside. For Tom, survival became craft, and grief became another language for truth. In 2026, Heather Tom is 50 and lives in Los Angeles. Thorne Forrester, played by Windsor Harmon. He first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 1996 at age 33. Thorne stood in Ridge's shadow with bruised patience, always trying to prove the quieter son could still bleed loudly. Harmon came to the show after All My Children and a modelling career that included Ford models and Marlboro Man work, then carried Thorne for 2 decades, logging over 1,000 episodes before recurring, status, recasting, and brief returns in 2022 and 2023 made the role bittersweet. Off-screen, he married Deanna Lindstrom in 2001, welcomed son Windsor Harmon IV in 2003, and built a family life in Los Angeles with her daughter August. His public story included painful legal headlines in 2018 when he was cited after arrests for public intoxication. For an actor who played a man pushed aside, the later years carried return without permanence, family without illusion, and a character still waiting to be seen. In 2026, Windsor Harmon is 62 and lives in Los Angeles. Dominic Marone, played by Jack Wagner. He first appeared in The Bold and the Beautiful in 2003 at age 43. Nick arrived as a sea captain with restless charm, pulling Brooke toward open water while the Forrester world closed around her. Wagner had become a daytime force as Frisco Jones on General Hospital, earned Daytime Emmy nominations, and crossed into pop history when All I Need reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. After Nick, he kept working through Hallmark's When Calls the Heart and returned to The Bold and the Beautiful in 2025 after 13 years away. His life carried hard chapters: divorce from Christina Wagner, reunion with daughter Kerry in 2011, and the death of son Harrison in 2022 from an accidental overdose involving fentanyl and alprazolam. His 2025 marriage to Michelle Wolf came with a quieter rhythm, each keeping a separate home. The romantic hero survived, but grief changed the light. In 2026, Jack Wagner is 66 and lives in Los Angeles. Nearly 4 decades after The Bold and the Beautiful first opened the doors of Forrester Creations, time has turned glamour into memory. John McCook and Catherine Kelly Lang carried Eric and Brooke across generations, while Susan Flannery stepped away after Stephanie's final bow, Ron Moss left Ridge behind, and Darlene Conley's Sally became one of daytime's great absences. Fame gave these actors permanence, but not immunity from change, loss, or goodbye. Which face do you still remember most clearly? Some roles never leave the screen, they simply wait in the dark.